Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back. Another late night video, late night stream, or whatever. I just literally got done with class to clean up my apartment and make some dinner. We said, what did we do? We said yesterday, we said we were going to do some OpenGL work. We will soon. I mean, these streams are going to be whatever, but we will soon. But today, probably going to solve the problem of the day and work a little bit more on this web development project. I keep putting it in the works, so we'll see. Got kind of a deadline for it, so start up with our leak code of the day. Okay. Okay, hang on a second. Shit. Let's take a look at this leak code. You're given a string S consisting of digits performing the following operation repeatedly until the string has exactly 2 digits. For each pair of consecutive digits in S, start from the first digit, calculate a new digit as a sum. 2 digits modulo 10. Hang on. Given a string S consisting of digits, you want to perform the following operation repeatedly until the string has exactly 2 digits. Okay. So we want to keep going until we have 2 digits. For each pair of consecutive digits in S, starting from the first digit, calculate a new digit as the sum of the 2 digits modulo 10. Replace S with the sequence of newly calculated digits, maintaining the order in which they are computed. Return true if the final 2 digits in S are the same, otherwise return false. So we have a string here. Initially S is equal to 3902. First operation S0 plus S1. I thought they were the same for each pair of consecutive digits in S. Okay. So we do this. Modulo 10, so 3 plus 9 is 12. Modulo 10 is 2. S1 plus S2, modulo 10 is equal to 9 plus 0. Modulo 10 is 9. Okay. S2, S3, modulo 10, 0 plus 2, modulo 10 is equal to 2. S becomes 292. Okay. Then we go again. Okay. So that makes sense. Okay, so the way we probably want to do this is we probably want to have a turn true if the final 2 digits are the same. I don't know. Let's just have like a Boolean res. It's like initially false. Let's see here. What do we want to do here? Well, we probably want to keep looping, right? So while let's create like a, I'm trying to think what's the best way to do this. Trying to think what's the best way to do this. Well, we can probably do, well, trying to think here. We could probably have a new string, right? Calculate a new string, loop through the original string. Let's do that. Let's do like string new, let's do like new S is equal to S, right? And we can do, okay, well, while new S dot size is greater than or equal to 2, right? We can do this, right? So the base case here, right, we can have, well, if S dot size is less than 2, we can instantly just return false, right? Have this while S dot size is greater than 2. want to do here? Okay, so we can go, okay, well, for I is equal to 0, I is less than US dot size, I plus plus, right? We want to start from I is equal to 1, right? And we want to go, okay, well, let's think about this here. When US dot size is greater than or equal to 2 for int I is equal to 1, US I plus plus. We probably want to go US. Let's do int first is equal to new SI minus 1, right? Int second is equal to US I, right? We literally want to calculate our answer, so our answer can be first plus second modulo. Let's do this first. We can do first plus second modulo 10, right? Then every time here we can have a new string, so we'll have like string cur is equal to US, right? And we can go cur dot, hang on, let's have a look here, std string, what is it, assign, push back, and, right? And then we can make US is equal to cur. Well, we don't want, we want string cur to be equal to like empty string. I don't know if it initially is empty string. I have no idea. Let's just do string cur. Because then we want to add, right? And then we just make new s equal to cur, right? Yeah. Then what do we want to do here? Well, check if same, right? We just want to pass in our we can just pass in US, right? And we just want to return whatever this is, right? So I guess we don't really need this, right? We can just comment this out. We can do boolean check if same, passing in a std string reference. I guess it's a const std string reference word, right? We can go, okay, well, we're always gonna know this is length 2, right? So we can just do a simple check, right? If word 0 is equal to word 1, then we can just return true, right? Otherwise, else we just return false, right? Perfect. Let's take this. Return here, we return a boolean here, we return true, return false. I believe this should work. Let's see kind of what we got here. Probably gonna have some errors here. Oh, this should be bool. Bool. Whoops. This comment here should be bool. We need a parenthesis here. Why do we have square brackets here? Whoops. I don't know. Let's stood C out US stood end L. See what we're working with at the end here before we call this function. US is an empty string. Okay. Oh shit, on US is a string. Fuck, so we have to convert this to a we're working with chars. Gotta convert, right? I believe to convert we just do this. I believe that should work. I think, right? That should work. I believe that should convert it to a char. If US is equal to cur. We finish with 2 here. So our new size is, this should be greater than 2. Not greater than or equals to 2. There we go. Cool. Interesting problem. Pretty straightforward. Brute force gang. Interesting. What a problem. Weekly contest 438. Go to weekly contest. I still want to do a contest, bro, but what's up, Max? The reach. What's up, dude? Good to see you, bro. How you doing, man? Leetcode rating problems. Let's take a look. Oh, this is rated probably like 1200 or something. 3461. Yeah, like 1200. Fair enough, dude. Let's jump into something else. How's your day going, bro? I mean, yeah, it's going good, dude. How's your day going? Just doing a couple Leetcode problems to start the stream, dude. Let's do something else. That one was too easy. It's time to buy and sell stock. Gotta start doing some of these linked list problems, dude. These ones are so AIDS, but let's do something quick. Let's do this one. I haven't done a heap problem in a little while, so return the given integer raised knobs as an integer k. Return the kth largest elements in the array. Note that if the kth largest element is in sorted order, not the kth distinct element. Can you solve it without sorting? Turn the kth largest element in the array. K is equal to 2. I mean, this would be simple if you would sort it, right? But we're not going to sort it in this case here. We're going to obviously to create a heap here, it automatically sorts it for us. How to create a heap. C++. Priority queue and stood make heap for convenient heap management. Priority queue, this container adapter implements a max heap by default. You can specify a custom operator to create a min heap. Let's grab this. Stood priority queue, integer, max heap. We're working with some integers here. It's documentation here, the min heap here. Data is now max heap. And what is this? Stood priority queue. Let's take a look here. How do we turn this to a max heap? I don't even know the syntax, to be honest. How to make this into a max heap from a vector of ints. Oh, we just push it. Okay. Oh, we can do iterators here. I guess we can just do iterators. That works too. Oh shit, doesn't have access to that right within the class, so shit. Guess we can just go for int num. In nums, we can go max heap dot, what was it? Push back, push heap dot push. Push our num here, right? Okay, so we have a max heap here, right? What does a max heap do? Sorts all our elements. So every time we pop, we're going to be popping from let's take a look at stood priority queue. Priority queue. Let's take a look here. Erase pop removes the top element. We can access the top element. Pop returns void. Well, it should. Let's take a look here. Return value none, right? Returns void. The kth largest element. Note that the kth largest element in this order, not the kth distinct element. The kth largest are not the kth distinct. So really, we just keep popping until k is equal to 2. So I guess this just puts all the elements. Right? So max heap, we should just be keep popping, right? So we would do, well, while k is greater than 0, right? We continue popping, right? So we go int top is equal, I guess we go in element is equal to max heap dot pop, right? Sorry, max heap dot top, right? Because that actually returns an element. And then we go max heap dot pop. And then we go what? K minus minus, right? Right. If we're at 0, then I guess we can have like an in res or something over here, maybe. Like in res or whatever. And we can literally just assign it to that, right? We can just go res is equal to element, right? Because by the time we finish this loop, we're just going to return it, right? Return res. See if that works. Yeah, I mean, that should work, so cool. I don't know if that's a medium problem, but interesting. cool. Let's call that for Leetcode. Let's jump into our project here. To be current branches behind. What are you talking about? Oh, sorry. Git push. Git pull origin main. Okay, so this is what I've been working on today for 5 hours. All day. Literally. Shit. I think what we gotta do here is we gotta NVIDIA install here. In the back end here. NVIDIA install that as well. Cool. Now it should work. NVIDIA run dev. Oh my gosh, dude, I literally have to implement my .env, dude. Oh, I've been working on my laptop, dude. Fuck. Alright, I'm gonna quickly do that. Don't want to expose my API keys really quickly. Get on my laptop and... thought it was gonna be relaxing. Dude, my back is just like killing me, bro. Like, literally, my back hurts so bad. Let's find these API keys. Where are these API keys, guys? Let's grab these here. I'm just literally gonna email it to myself. Dude, I was hitting the gym today, dude. I think I really hurt my back on squats, dude. Not good. Not good at all. Hang on, guys, 1 second. Just gonna email my keys really quickly. API keys. Okay. This is my back end. So I have front end. Let's copy these front end keys, dude. Alright, bet. Got these API keys. Okay, cool. Oh, dude. Oh my gosh. My back. Oh, I feel like I'm like 50 years old. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay. Let me grab these API keys really quick. Play some Spotify, dude. What should we play on Spotify? Shit. Fuck. So, functionality I was implementing today. So, kind of a new project. I was implementing just the login and register functionality. I'm using Superbase for this as well. You can go ahead and register, right? You can go ahead and log in. I believe this should work. Login successful. Puts us in, right? Checking the auth on this page every time it loads. So we got the auth working. The main thing I kind of wanted to look at, I'm not really going to implement any new features, but I'm just trying to figure out, like, for security reasons, what's the best way to kind of go. Hang on, my mic's up here. What the best ways to kind of go about this. So we have our dashboard here, right? Where am I pulling the metadata from? Users.find current user users.data. Console.log in that. Shouldn't I have a user auth here? What the fuck happened to that? User not authorized loading, user not authorized optional. Check access, not authorized. Gotta turn this shit down, dude. Response.json. Where am I getting user from, dude? Like, where is user coming from? Oh, user auth. Oh my gosh, dude, here's the user auth. I was like tripping balls, dude. I was like, where is this coming from? User auth context, right? So we grab the auth from this user auth context, right? That gets the context from all any children, right, that it has. Grabs the user, sets the user, right? So we have the user effect here that grabs the current session, right? Listen for changes here. We have a sign out method. Const value here. And we return this, right? So really what I'm trying to think of is what the best way is to kind of compare this, right? Because right now we're just kind of doing a select all on our users and comparing that. I don't really think that's kind of the best way to go about this. Let me open my Superbase here. I was reading, well, I was chatting with ChatGPT. And Claude. Performance here. Table public users has a rollover script so users can update. Table user has rollover script using update own profile that reevaluates current state or function each read. This produces several query performance to scale. Resolve this. Warnings, info. Okay. So I'm trying to think about what the best way is to do this. So maybe we probably want to chat with GPT or something. All right. Let's take a look here. I mean, this is simple code here, so let's take a look here. Let's grab the code for the user auth here. This is my context.jsx. Am I doing the auth correct? Is pulling all users, select star on users table. The best way to go about this in terms of security, right? Because this is going to be production map. I mean, people are going to be using this. I don't want to fuck around and I'm not gonna say it's perfect. Use all the hook and provide a pattern of textbook practice. Okay, handling loading, unauthorized and not logged in states clearly. Good. Checking authorization after Superbase user is available. This is what's risky, right? And I kind of already knew that this is not secure for production, right? You're fetching all users, including all emails, all other sensitive info. Even if your front-end filters locally, this exposes unnecessary data. Authorization logic happens in the client, meaning a malicious user could just open DevTools, modify JS, force set authorized to be true. No server-side verification of super-based token. Let's fix this by moving authorization to the backend and verifying Superbase's JWT token there. I don't really know what this is, to be honest. A verified token to check access user on the backend. Your Express app check access. Place bearer. Get user token. User. Look up the user in your DB securely. From user's first name, last name, email, single. Why this is better. No full table select exposure. Server verifies the user's JWT. Only the current user's info is queried. Authorization logic happens server side, not in React. The current approach is weak. So const token awaits superbase.auth.get session.access token. Check access. We pass in our token. What is Superbase JWT? Never heard of this. These are currently in partner with Superbase. All system. JWT stands for JSON Web Token. It's a small digitally signed token that proves who you are to a server. Think of an ID card. Okay. Superbase issues you a JWT access token inside the session object. Is your Superbase JWT? To every backend request, and your Express backend or any backend can verify it using the server's SDK. You can restrict access to only that user's data. No one can spoof or impersonate another user. Okay, so I think this is the way that I want to go about doing it. So in my front end here, we grab our token here from the get session, do an API request here to check access, right? We grab the data back. If the response is okay and the data is authorized, set everything to true, set authorized to false. Verify token and check user access on the back end. So this is our backend call here. Pass in everything. Place bearer, const data user error, await Superbase get user token. If error, the user doesn't exist, we return false. Look up the user in your DB securely. So we grab the data from user's first name, last name is equal to email, user email, single. And we return that it's authorized. And the data.name and the data.last name. Set host name to be data.name. So I guess maybe is it grab this different users table and save it to a use state. I don't know what good practice is. It's the right question to ask. Is trying to know it's not safe to grab all user data from the database and store it in the React state, especially if that data includes private fields. That's a pack Y. React state is tightly client-side when you do this. This means every single user's data, names, emails, etc. is downloaded to the browser, stored in memory, readable by anyone through DevTools components, dashboard users. Okay. That's principle. Every request Chrono should only have access to exactly what it needs. In your case, the dashboard only needs to know if the current user is authorized and their name. It doesn't need data for the other users. Okay. Makes sense. guess I'm learning security practices here. I mean, this is gonna be my first production app, so I want to do it the right way and learn what is the right way. So let's see, what do we got here? We got a this is our restaurant management system. We don't want this. So let's go to our dashboard page here. We can probably get rid of this. I mean, this is garbage, I guess, right? So let's remove that. We have our check access function here. Let's move this over here so we can take a look, can compare here. So I'm just gonna remove most of this for now. I feel like this is all kind of useless here. So we want to grab the token, right? So const token is equal to await superbase.auth.get session .data session access token. Then we want to do the API call here, right? So grab session token from Superbase, right? We then want to make the API call here, right? So let's do fetch, right? And we want to just guess wait, what did we have before? I don't remember. Let's get rid of this really quick. Let's just comment this out. Oh. I don't know what the shortcut is in VS Code, dude. I do a lot of web development, so .data.session.access token, right? So we grab the token here. Oh, not fetchable users from backend. What is this? This is grab token from Superbase auth. Right, and then we can make the backend call, API call to verify data. Verify data, right? Let's do a const response is equal to await fetch. HTTP localhost 3001 API slash. Can check the access, right? Now headers here. We want to. Yep, that looks good. Like we need this here. Okay. Let's quickly do this backend call over here. This check access does not exist. I still need to kind of set up my backend here, but backend here is kind of garbage. But I guess we can remove this, right? We can have a first API call, just a check access API route. So yeah, app.get. Yeah, that looks good. Check access here. We want our header, authorization header here. Auth handler here. We're doing request.headers authorization. We'll just do a dot authorization. I guess all empty string, right? No, thank you. Const token auth header. Const token is equal to auth header and auth header dot split by this. Let's grab this code here from the documentation here. Let's grab this here. So what are we calling here? We're calling const data here with the user object here. Pass an error is equal to await superbase auth get user token. And then we use that data from user's first name dot email. So it looks like here we const data user error is equal to await token here. So that looks good. Oh my gosh, dude. Shit is so annoying. If error or the user does not exist, right, we just want to turn res.sas401 message unauthorized. Message unauthorized. We probably want to just pass in that it's false here, right? So authorized is false. This is what we're going to return. Authorized is false. Check if user exists in your database. That is what we want to do here. Users error because await superbase. From users, no, we don't want to select all. That's incorrect. We want to go from users. Select here. We want to select first name. First underscore name. Last. Oop. Last underscore name here. Yep, that looks good. Don't want to compare user ID. We want email and user.email dot single. Yeah. If user's error or users does not exist, we just want to return that it's false. Otherwise, we want to return authorized as true, and then we return the user's object. We don't want to return the user's object, though. I think that's incorrect. We want to just return first name, right? Name, user's first name, user's last name. I don't know if this is good. Let's grab this. Express route. Pulls header from the request, removes the bearer prefix. Yeah. Okay, we are Superbase, right? This line calls Superbase SDK, checks whether the token is valid, not expired, issued to your Superbase project. If it's good, Superbase returns the email and the user metadata. If it's invalid, you get an error, user's equal to null. This user can't fake this token. Step 3, reject unauthorized tokens. The error or user, we set authorized to be false, looks good. Check if the user exists. Token is real, you can check if the person exists in your app users table, not Superbase's auth table. Handle missing users here. Yep. Now you send back a simple safe payload, right? So we send back just the name, the first name, and the last name, right? That's what we want. This says the data ID is no better there, just what the front end needs to display the dashboard. Perfect. Okay. Looks good. This is something that I'm learning, right? I mean, before in my apps, I just did a select all and just returned everything. Probably not the best way to do it. Probably have to fix that in my university assignment, but honestly, I don't really care in the university assignment, so no one's really going to use it. So, okay, so here we get the response, right? Const data is equal to await response.json, right? So, gosh, dude, this is so annoying, bro. Oh my gosh. So let's just like grab the data, right? Oh, dude, my god, I need to disable GitHub Copilot. This shit's pissing me off. Sometimes it's so good, but it's literally so annoying. Response.ok and data.authorized. Set authorized to true. You set the host name to data.name. Else, we set the authorized to false. Looks good. Okay, now we can get rid of all this garbage here. Try that. We catch an error. We say we're not authorized. We return the error. We set authorized to be false. We call our check access function here. Ow. Alright. I believe this should be good. Let's take a look here. Let's kind of restart our server here. Got a error here. Let's restart it. Alright. Get a little fresh run here. npm run dev. npm run dev. Let's go to our localhost here. Let's log in here. Unsuccessful, you're not authorized. Okay. Superbase is not defined at check access. Superbase is not defined. Dashboard JSX line 23. This is not grabbing the session. Superbase is not defined. So this is not working. Superbase is not defined. So I guess, do I have to import my Superbase? Is that why? Getting that error? Nope. Okay. I'm gonna restart this just to make sure maybe there's no issues. Let's restart this. npm run dev. Okay, so we are getting an error again. Failing to load the resource at API check access. We're getting a status 404 not found. Failed to load resource. So we are getting here. We're getting a failed to load resource here. Did I spell it the same, dude? Did I misspell it? Localhost 3001 API check access. Ow. Localhost 5173. Port 3001 front end URL. So I need better error checking here. I'm not sure what's kind of going on here. Just want to make sure this is spelled correctly. API check access. Alright, that's what we're calling it here. API. Okay, HTTP localhost 3001. I probably should put this in my .env and make this something so it's easily when I instead of fixing it later, but console. Dude, my shoulder, bruh. Let's console.log the token just to make sure we're getting the token. I'm just gonna look at this myself because I don't want to expose something. Okay, so we are getting the token, a valid token. So this is working. So we don't need this. This is good. So we're just getting here and we're failing here. Cannot API check access. Oh. Is it because this is thinking it's a get? It is a get, right? Oh shit, now it's working. Is it because I didn't save it, dude? Oh my gosh. I didn't save it, bro. That's why it wasn't working. Okay. Take a look here. Okay. Perfect. So we have a way more secure approach here. Cool. Dope. Working, right? So we have a much more secure way of doing it. Checking access on the page, right? Verify that we are the user who's logged in. The next thing here I kind of want to think about is what we're actually going to have here on the dashboard, right? Like, I mean, right now we just have the welcome host name. I want to think about kind of what we want on the dashboard. I don't know. Maybe we can get kind of Claude to generate us some ideas. I'm not really too sure myself, to be honest. I don't really know how I want to kind of go about it. So maybe we can get Claude to generate us some ideas. Maybe like a little let's see here. Right, so this is kind of what we want to focus on. Have any ideas for the dashboard page? What should be included? Can you generate some designs maybe? I don't know. I don't even know what Claude can do, to be honest, but I guess we'll see. It looks like it's generating me something. Let's take a look here. What it generates. Ah, man. My back, dude. Member directory search, chapter statistics, total members, document library, photo gallery. Don't really want a photo gallery, but okay. Jesus, man, this thing is generating some bunch of garbage, dude. Oh my gosh. let's take a look. I'm curious to see what it generates, but I'm kind of happy adding this proper feature here, getting the auth session and everything. Know that this is secure and this is done properly. I want to do this the right way. Trey Mafonker, what's up, dude? Thanks for joining the stream, bro. Ooh, look at this dashboard that Claude generated me. Wow. Active members, dues paid, 83%. I like this. A little profile option here, a little alert notification. Welcome back, John. Pledge class fall 2015. I like this. Due status paid, valid until December 31st. Member since. Cool. Coming events. Recent payments here. Method with a credit card, PayPal, credit card, completed. I like that. Directory, search members, events. I don't think we need this resources section, but maybe this event section would be nice. Like every time an event pops up, we could probably put something here, right? Member directory. Directory feature coming soon. Payments here. I kind of like it. I like kind of the way this looks, to be honest. Feel like it's a clean design. Board elections coming December. I like it. Has a little bit of an upcoming events here. Can be posted by an admin. Trying to make this as simple as possible. With a little settings tab and a logout tab, right? Don't know if we need the settings tab, but you know, maybe that can be like profile option here, maybe, or something. But I do like this kind of UI here. I feel like this is nice. Purple colors too. I like the colors. It's kind of what we're going for, kind of like a purple and gold design. Pledge class here. Perfect. I think that's great. I think it was good to have some ideas. I think we're gonna call it there for the stream. It's a little bit late. I mean, I got back from class late, but you know, I'm happy we kind of implemented this feature here. Checking the access properly. We're gonna keep working on this. I'm gonna keep working on it live. I was working on it today for literally 5 hours, so getting login functionality to work. Commit -m. Added more secure role checking functionality. Get yeah, I literally started the project today, so I'm happy kind of you know, where we've come from here. Yeah, we literally started the project today and we're working on it all day. So we're about 5 hours, so it was nice. Happy kind of the way it's gone. But you know, if you guys enjoyed this stream, you know, please join the Discord, kind of building a community there. Just building things. Follow my GitHub if you're interested. But yeah, appreciate you guys watching. I'll be streaming again tomorrow. Working a little bit more on this this application for my fraternity, or the Alumni Association of my fraternity. So appreciate you guys watching. Peace. I'll see you guys tomorrow.